Youth sports like Little League are supposed to help kids learn how to handle winning and losing while always following the rules.
And it's the rules for getting into the Little League state tournament in Machias, which is underway right now, that sent a team from Gorham home sooner than expected. News Center Maine's Alex Haskell tells us what happened.
And I mean, dumbfounded, awestruck, the kids completely crushed.
You might expect emotions like these after losing a big game, but for assistant coach Todd Bacon and his Gorham Little League All-Stars team, heartbreak came not from a game, but from a decision off the field.
Legitimately, my first batter was in the cage with me. We were waiting till 4 o'clock exactly to start.
That's when, on Tuesday, team members got the news they didn't want. They were disqualified from the Little League state tournament in Machias. A protest had been filed, claiming Gorham didn't meet the minimum requirement of 12 games to qualify. The team says it did play 12 games during the season, but some are classified as playoffs, which under Little League rules don't count toward the minimum.
For the reason that whoever put their horns in the ground on this to stand behind it and say, yeah, let's eliminate them from the tournament for this. It's really, really sad.
The team's coaches say their request for a waiver to count the playoff games toward their total was denied despite a rainy season, which they say made it really challenging to find playable conditions.
Well, we all know it was a really rainy spring and into early summer.
It is miserable out this morning.
And we're seeing some more rain into the day on Friday.
By about midnight now, most of the state gets involved in that heavier rainfall.
To see how wet it was, News Center Maine meteorologist Keith Carson looked into weather records from the team's first game on April 21st to its last on June 6th. It's important to note games weren't played on weekends, and the town has 2 fields it shares among 10 teams.
We had 18 out of 37 days that they could have been playing baseball that were rainy, so a trace or above, and that's really unusual.
Despite the rainy season, it wasn't enough to save the team's place in the tournament, a devastating end for the young players.
They were very upset. You know, this is the end of Little League for a lot of them. It was a special team.
Gorham Little League president Greg Norton says the kids are paying for decisions that weren't theirs.
These kids did nothing wrong. And yes, rules are rules, but these kids had no ability to follow those rules. It was an adult failure.
Despite the heartbreak, coaches say they're already thinking about next year and using this moment as motivation. In Gorham, Alex Haskell, News Center Maine.
Just late this afternoon, Machias Little League released some more information saying Metamucil Valley came forward with that complaint.
And that the decision to disqualify the Gorham team came from Little League International.